A strange truth many people never want to accept is this: the greatest enemies of your destiny are not always strangers. Sometimes they share your last name. Destiny blockers don't always come dressed as witches or enemies. Sometimes they come as family, smiling, praying with you, and even calling you my child. But deep inside, their mission is to delay, destroy, or completely divert your purpose. You see, every great destiny attracts both divine favor and demonic attention. From the moment of your birth, spiritual eyes, both good and evil, were open to your star. And just like Herod sought to destroy baby Jesus through those closest to him, there are people in your family whose spirits have been hijacked to stop what God has planted inside you. This video will reveal 8 dangerous types of family members sent to block your destiny, and by the time you get to the end, you'll begin to see the patterns you've ignored all along. Let's begin with the first. The first type is the silent killer, the envious sibling. These are brothers or sisters who cannot stand to see you rise above them. Like Joseph's brothers, they smile with you but plot behind you. Their jealousy is quiet. They won't attack you directly, but they will discourage your dreams, speak words that plant doubt, and mock your progress in subtle ways. They compare your success to theirs, and when they can't match your light, they try to dim it. If you notice that every time you share good news, their mood changes or their words shift the atmosphere, be careful. Envy is spiritual poison, and in families, it's one of Satan's favorite weapons. The second type is the manipulative parent. This one is hard to accept, but some destinies are tied down by the very people who gave birth to them. These are parents who, out of fear or control, suppress your spiritual growth. They use emotional guilt or manipulation to keep you from stepping into purpose. They may say, "I know what's best for you," when what they truly mean is, "I want you under my control." Remember, even Jesus had to separate himself from his earthly family to fulfill his divine assignment. When his mother and brothers came looking for him, he said, "Who is my mother? Who are my brothers?" Those who do the will of my Father. Love your parents, but never let emotional manipulation bury your destiny. God's calling must always come first. The third type is the pretender, the one who acts supportive but secretly reports your life to others. They come to you for prayer updates, business ideas, or relationship details, not because they care, but because they need information to feed the wrong people. This is the same type Judas was. He sat at the table, ate the bread, and still betrayed the hand that blessed him. If you notice that your personal battles become public gossip soon after you share them, you found your pretender. Stop giving them access. Spiritual discernment means learning who deserves your information and who deserves your silence. The fourth type is the dream killer. These are relatives who have no spiritual vision. To them, everything is impossible, unrealistic, or too risky. The moment you talk about starting something great, a ministry, a business, or a dream, they drown it with negativity. When Joseph told his dream, his brothers said, "Will you really rule over us?" and plotted to destroy him. The dream killer doesn't need to physically harm you. They just need to make you stop believing. Be careful whose voice you allow near your vision, because faith comes by hearing, but so does fear. The fifth type is the spiritual parasite. These are family members who constantly drain your energy, money, and peace, yet never grow spiritually or emotionally. They only show up when they need something. You pray for them, give to them, and fight for them. But when you're in pain, they're nowhere to be found. A parasite doesn't want you dead. It wants you weak enough to feed off you. Some people's mission in your life is to keep you distracted and exhausted, so you never have strength for your divine assignment. Love them, yes, but set boundaries. Even Jesus withdrew from the crowds to pray. Protect your spiritual energy. The sixth type is the generational gatekeeper. These are the ones who secretly maintain family curses and ungodly covenants. They look religious, some even go to church, but spiritually, they serve another altar. They resist every attempt to break the family cycle. When someone tries to change the pattern, to be different, pure, or successful, they become the enemy. These are the ones who say things like, "In this family, nobody does that," or "We've always done it this way." They are spiritual gatekeepers, standing at the threshold of progress. Until you confront that altar through prayer and fasting, your destiny remains chained, because you cannot walk into your promised land while holding hands with those who worship Egypt's gods. The seventh type is the smiling witch. Yes, witchcraft isn't always cauldrons and potions. Sometimes it's a relative with charm, gifts, and kindness, but a dark spiritual tie behind their presence. They love to pray for you, lay hands on you, or give you strange gifts that transfer confusion or delay. They often appear in dreams as friendly faces. Yet after every encounter, things in your life start falling apart. Discernment is not suspicion. It's spiritual awareness. If every time you connect with a certain family member, your peace disappears or your plans crumble, it may be time to pray for separation. Not hatred, separation. because spiritual safety must come before emotional loyalty. And finally, the eighth type, the destiny substitute. This one is subtle but extremely dangerous. They push you to live their dream instead of God's dream for you. Maybe it's a sibling who pressures you to follow their career path, or a parent who insists you take over the family business instead of your divine calling. They mean well, but their influence diverts your destiny. Samson was born to deliver Israel, but if he had listened to his family's fears, he would have never fought. David was mocked by his brothers, yet he faced Goliath anyway. Destiny substitutes don't always hate you, but they can delay your purpose by making you doubt what God said. Now here's the shocking part. Many of these destiny blockers don't even know they're being used. The enemy manipulates their weaknesses, envy, fear, pride, or control, to use them as spiritual agents of delay. That's why Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. So, how do you protect yourself? First, stop oversharing. Not every vision is meant for public ears. Even Jesus told some people not to reveal his miracles yet, because timing matters. Second, strengthen your prayer life. The more spiritually alert you are, the faster you'll recognize manipulation when it enters the room. Third, forgive but create distance. Forgiveness heals your heart. Distance protects your destiny. And fourth, surround yourself with those who feed your spirit, not drain it. Real family is not just blood, it's alignment. You were born with a divine assignment and Satan knows it. He can't destroy your star, so he tries to bury it in confusion and family conflict. But here's the good news. When God marks a destiny, no demon or relative can stop it. They may delay it, but they cannot deny it. Maybe you've noticed that your breakthroughs always come with family drama, or that every time you rise, something pulls you back. It's not random. It's a sign that your destiny carries weight. The brighter the star, the greater the warfare. So, what do you do now? You rise in prayer. You break every invisible chain with fasting. You stop running after those who refuse to understand your calling. Because your destiny is bigger than approval. It's divine. There will come a day when the very people who mocked your journey will say, "We knew you'd make it." And when that day comes, don't seek revenge. Just smile and thank God, because what was meant for evil became your elevation. The truth is, not all family members are enemies, but some have been spiritually positioned as barriers. It's your responsibility to discern who is sent to lift you and who is sent to limit you. And once you identify them, love them, but from a distance that keeps your peace and protects your purpose. Because at the end of the day, destiny is personal. No one can live it for you. No one can block it unless you let them. And no one can stop what God has already written. So stay alert, pray without ceasing. And remember, sometimes protecting your destiny means loving certain people from afar. This is not about hate, it's about wisdom. Because while family can bless you, they can also be the very ones assigned to test you. And when you pass that test, nothing, not even blood, can stop what heaven has ordained for your life.